Most people in the world of gardening and sustainable living are familiar with composting and aquaponics. Now we would like to introduce you to Compoponics. Compoponics is a patented process invented by Dr. Bill Wu. It is an upgraded version of aquaponics as it combines a composting bioreactor system with a traditional aquaponics growing system. This video will showcase the first fully functioning Compoponics prototype being used in Toronto, Canada today, and walk you through how Compoponics works and how this innovative process will change the way the world looks at organic growing. This is the composting bioreactor body container. It houses all of your household waste. On top is positioned an agitation module. When it is switched on, it will agitate and mix the waste contained inside. There is also a feed port where biodegradable solid waste or wastewater is deposited. This is the wastewater input port to feed the wastewater from the fish tank located inside of the greenhouse. This hose imports gas from the stove unit also located inside of the greenhouse. The flow gases are resaturated within this system. The stove unit has a chimney pipe. This connects underground. The heat travels through this pipe and under the bioreactor body container. The heat then radiates through the pipe that feeds into the bioreactor body. The exhaust gas exits the body container through this pipe. Then this duct drives the exhaust gas through the pipe that goes across into the greenhouse. It exits into what is called the extension of the bioreactor. The gases produced will be filtered both by the waste inside of the bioreactor body container and by the plants growing inside of the extension. Some gases eventually exit out of the extension. So when the greenhouse door is closed, those gases stay inside. They recirculate into the stove unit and are released back into the greenhouse. That is called the resaturation of the air. The carbon dioxide that is produced during this process will be consumed by the plants inside of the greenhouse, and the oxygen being produced by the plants will go into the stove unit. The gases are resaturated into the system and so on. The stove allows us to consume waste, such as tree trunks or other items that are not suitable for composting in the bioreactor system. The stove unit consumes this kind of waste, and any exhaust gases or smoke are also consumed within the system and will not go outside into the air. All the waste is consumed within the system efficiently, while utilizing the heat properties generated by the stove. So let's take a look at the water resaturation system. We will go through the process of how the water is resaturated. This is a sump tank and it is part of the system. The water will be pumped up using a water pump located inside of the sump tank. The water will flow through these pipes and into what is called a pipe growing bath. This is the pipe growing bath. And this is aquaponics at work. The water will continue to flow and exit through this pipe into the aquaponics grow bath, which is located over here. The water will then travel from the growing bath through this pipe and into a barrel located at the end. The barrel is positioned above the stove unit in order to heat the water in the fish tanks during cold weather months. The water from the barrel will exit and flow through this pipe and then travel to the fish tanks. Here we have 2 fish tanks which contain goldfish and tilapia. The water exits from the fish tank through this pipe that goes outside and into the bioreactor body container. The water enters the container through this pipe. Then it exits yet through another pipe which extends underground. This underground pipe flows back into the extension unit. Then it exits the extension from this pipe and into the aquaponics growing bath. Here's a siphon that is located inside of the growing bath, where it exits the extension and under the sump tank into here. This is how the water is resaturated. Compoponics integrates the natural composting process and the aquaponics technology together to recycle biodegradable wastes, including solid wastes, wastewaters, and exhaust gases, into organic foods.